Okay, so Siman Pei Dalid Sif Tezayin, right? Finishing up the halachas of carrying on Shabbos, and then we deal with what happens if a fire breaks out on Shabbos. So Tezayin, Mutalatzis Batalis Mitziyatzis, you're allowed to go out with a talis that has tzitzis on it, B'derech Malbush, as long as it's being worn. Right? Meaning talis, really, and tzitzis is not really clothing. You wouldn't wear it if you weren't getting the mitzvah. So the question is that considered like an extra garment that's being worn for no reason? There are opinions, brisk, from what I understand, they do not wear their tzitzis in the street on Shabbos. I have a brother-in-law, at least one, who does not wear tzitzis in the street on Shabbos because of this. But it Kitzur Shulchan Aruch paskins that you are allowed to. If it's puzzle tzitzis, then you have a problem, because nobody would wear that. I think part of the problem is also that since we don't have tchelas, so they don't want to wear it outside. But the normal psak, the popular psak, is that we do. But if you just take the tzitzis, sometimes boys, when they play ball, they want to take the tzitzis and wrap it around their neck. But in the makom that it's not the derech to wear it that way, then it is awesome. Yudayim, beged sheyesh l'shtei ritzuos and meshichus l'kasher. But let's say you have a garment that has two strings, like drawstrings, to tie it up. Or sheyesh l'krosim l'chavro, or it has what do you call it? Hooks. And one of them broke. So there's no use to have the other one there if one broke. But if it's his das to fix it afterwards, to match it up, then if that's the case, then it's not bottled to the beged, and it's like carrying a load. Also, lots of beged that's also to go out with it, meaning because he plans on fixing this. Meaning he doesn't care to fix it. It's just a little addition to his pants. It's bottled to the beggar, and you're allowed to go out with it. If it's a davar chashuv, go meshicha shel meshi, ikera shel kesef. If it's a string of meshi, meshi is what do you call it? Silk, or silver hook. Afapi she'ain dait l'saknoi. Even if you're not going to fix it, ain't a bottle gavi beged, but also lots is, but because since they're chashuv, you're not just going to leave it attached to your beged. So memela, it's like carrying it. Yudches bali hakarcha shemenichan al shem pishton saruk. So you have bald people that put on their heads flax that's combed, meaning like a toupee, or combed out wool. So it looks like hair. They can go out with just it's their own tachshit Shabbos, but that's as long as you prepared it from Erev Shabbos. You test. I know it's a kamiyah. If you carry a kamiyah, an amulet, people do that for sekulas and stuff. You have to ask a shaylas chacham whether you can go out with it. Kilai kol hakamiyas shavas. Not all kamiyas are equal, meaning some of them are much more effective than others. So if they're very effective, there's more of a kula. Veisha hanoiseis even hanikra shtanchus kadesha tapil. So if a woman, the special stone, that's a red ruby, I think that's the one that they sometimes wear, and they wear it so that they shouldn't have a miscarriage. Muteres lotzes b'Shabbos, that they're allowed to take it out on Shabbos. Meaning they can't carry it, but they could wear it. Dinim naflad b'deleka b'Shabbos simin pei hey. Alright, so if a fire breaks out on Shabbos, right? So you're not allowed to ask a goy even to put out the fire on Shabbos. One has to let his house burn down. However, if the guy comes on his own and puts it out, that's that's fine. You could even say like, oh, whoever decides to come, put it out, won't lose. Like sort of hint. Fine. So boy chesifim, so there's 8 sifim. So we'll do the first 3. If chas v'shalom nafta like b'Shabbos. If chas v'shalila a fire breaks out on Shabbos. Chashur Rabbeinu Zal ki habal abayis b'nei beisa shesham hadleika, that the balabayis and the b'nei bayis, that the fire is there and yisasku b'hatzala, they're going to be busy with hatzala v'hem nechpazim u'behulim ha'mamayim, and because they're so they're nervous and meshuga about their money, Shem v'tarkach yishkechu shayoim Shabbos. They may forget that today is Shabbos. V'yichavu sadleika, and we're afraid they're going to extinguish the fire. Al kain asul lahatzal afilu chafatzim shein mutarim betiltel l'makom shemutarim lahaitzinana. They're not allowed to save even things that are not muksa. They're mutter to be carried to a place that it's mutter to lahaitzi. So you can take nothing out of the house into the chutzah. Meaning into your own yard, yes, but not into anything that's shared with anybody else. Only what he needs for that day can he save. Let's say a fire broke out Friday night before they ate. So matzel, maz, and gimel sudas, you could save 3 meals because he needs enough food for 3 meals. They could take out food for the animals too. Shachris, mazin, base sudas. Shachris, you need 2 sudas. By mincha, mazin, sudachas. By mincha, you need 1 suda. And if in the one kli there's many foods, when sal mole kikra is a basket full of bread, v'chavas mole yain, and a barrel full of wine. Since you can take it all in one carrying, then it's mutter. You spread out a sheet or something similar. But keep it then it's mutter. Meaning you take everything and put it into the sheet. As long as you're carrying it in one carrying, then it's mutter. You could also take out any kalim that you need for that day, but anything for more than that day, you're not allowed to do. It's very, very chamor. And he's allowed to tell friends, come, everybody save for themselves. And all the friends can come save all the food that they want for themselves. Or 1 kli that has a lot of food in it, like we said, and it belonged, and then the one who saved it is the one that keeps it. So all the neighbors can keep all the food. The Balabayas made it hefker because he's giving up on it because the fire is going to burn it. Right? And that person gets it from hefker. So if he's a Yorish Shamayim, or if he cherishes his friendship, and he gives the Balabayas what he saved, since he knows that he wasn't mafkar it, willingly, he didn't have a choice. Then he's even allowed to take payment for doing it for saving the Balabayas. Meaning he's going to save it for himself. The neighbor is going to save it for himself. But it would be nice of him to give it back to the Balabayas, and the Balabayas is allowed to award him even though it's Shabbos, or reward him. Shabbos, and that's not considered making money on Shabbos. Everything really belonged to him. He's voluntarily giving it up. It's midas chasidus not to take it even though it's not schar Shabbos. Because a tzaddik or a chassid should stay away from anything that he's even smells a little bit like an avera. So this looks like it's schar Shabbos, so that's why you shouldn't do it. This is only where you're carrying it to someplace that is mutter, meaning to your yard or something that has an eruv. But if it's a place to carry things out to where you're not allowed to carry, let's say through Shasaravim, also shum dover, you can't save anything. But begadim that you're able to wear, then you're allowed to wear them. Meaning you can go put on 10 pairs of pants, 10 jackets, etc. You could take it out even to Shasaram, push it and take it off, a chayzer and go back, the loivish and wear it again, and take it out. Filu kolayam the entire day. So that is allowed, right? Even though we said last week that you're not allowed to wear clothing, multiple layers of clothing, unless it's a normal way to wear it. But I guess since here it's a shasatchak, so then it would be allowed. Okay, we will stop over there, and everybody should have a fine night.